Hello everyone, this is Lady Bobaden coming to you from my car in the great state of Texas. I am once again heading out into the night to go to the store. I always like to go out to the store because there's less traffic. I can get in and get out. I don't always find the same deals that I do during the day in the clearance aisle and clearance racks. But I just need to get a few items going late at night to Walmart or to Kroger is what I do. It happens to be after midnight, and Kroger, which is a grocery store down here, closes at midnight. So yeah, I have to go to Walmart, but it shouldn't take me too long to get out of there. But anyway, I have the update of all updates for you guys and gals out there in YouTube land, out there in the internet. Oh boy, this is juicy. Let me spill that tea for you. So, if you've watched the last few videos, you'll be aware of an incident that happened between myself and the ex-husband on the day of our oldest recital. We had a huge falling out. We being myself, the ex-husband, and the new supply, because he didn't respect myself, respect me or my time. But, that's bridge under the water. We're going to move past that to what happened today. So, I was on the way to my therapist today. And when I pulled into a parking spot, I looked down at my phone and saw that I had a notification from AppClose, which is a co-parenting app that I use to communicate with the ex-husband. I do not like to call him on the phone. I do not like to really text him because text can be altered and it's harder to establish that trail of communication. Is much easier when you're communicating either in email or in the co-parenting app that we use. You cannot delete anything that goes into the messaging feature, and you can export that conversation. So I really like it. But anyway, I got a message. I got a message from the ex-husband who told me what he is going to do, and that would be to pick up our kids on August the 16th and have them back in the morning on Sunday. I nearly laughed because I have communicated with him that I had plans to hold a birthday party for our oldest on August the 17th. So this would fall right in the middle of this time that he thinks that he has, which tells me that he is behind when it comes to the orders that were signed. Or if he does have or had the final decree that was signed by the judge and signed by him and myself, he didn't read it through, because he's not one to digest a lot of text. He'll be the first one to tell you that he doesn't like to read a lot of stuff. But anyway, it's not my responsibility for him to have the decree or to explain the decree to him. But in any case, he told me what he was going to do. And my reply to that was no, he would not, because I had already made plans that I communicated with him about. I told him that he needed to go back and read the decree. Now, I fully expected that he would come back at me with some nonsense about me planning something without consulting him and being in contempt because I was withholding the children. Sure enough, around 11 p.m. at night, he sent me a message that was all legalese. So I could tell right away that the new supply was the one who had written this message for him, because he doesn't normally talk like that. Well, the decree says the first, third, and fifth of the month, and withholding children, it constitutes, contempt of court. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Sure. You might want to read your orders. See, these narcissists, they live in an alternate reality, people. They live in an alternate reality. And if you aren't with the program, you're not with it. And you're going to get punished for it. Well, I had to tell the ex-husband that it was not school time, because he's correct in that he does has the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month. But that is during the school year. When it comes time for the summer to roll around, we came to a different agreement where it'd be 1 week on, 1 week off. Starting with the second Sunday in June at 6 p.m., he would be able to take possession of the kids for an entire week and have them until the following Sunday at 6 p.m. But he would need to drop them off at my house. Well, apparently he didn't read that, and he quoted me some pages to look at. I'm thinking to myself, well, what copy do you have? Because when I read the actual final decree that was signed by the judge that I downloaded from the district clerk's website, it says something completely different than what the ex-husband was trying to tell me. Moreover, he's trying to alter events and claim that I did not get in touch with him. I did get in touch with him. The proof is in the messages in app close. But even if I were to show him this proof, he would still claim that I was withholding the children. Well, guess what? The gloves are off. I told him that if he wanted to pay to take me to court, to go ahead, but I suggested that he speak to a lawyer first. Because if that lawyer reads over the order, that lawyer is going to tell him what it says. Like, he may not believe it because it doesn't fit his version of things, or it doesn't fit how he wants things to be. But the lawyer is going to tell him what is in the order and then give him advice on what to do. Now, from the research that I've done on my own, since I was a pro se litigant for the majority of my divorce case, it costs a bit of time and money to bring someone for contempt of court. A lot of people don't want to navigate the court system. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to file. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert on that. I just dip my toe in it. But from the time that I was in the court system, I have to tell you, you have to know the rules and procedures. Even if you have a lawyer, you need to be the one to know what your rights are and what you're entitled to and what actions that you may take. And yes, the ex-husband can file something in court and bring me to court. However, the devil is going to be in the details. The truth is going to be in those messages. And, if he wants to stand up there looking stupid with the new supply, God bless him. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Bring me to court. Bring my behind to court. I was lenient with the ex-husband. I tried to accommodate him. I reached out to him and let him know that I was willing to put something together, that something be an agreement that would fit his schedule. I told him this over and over, but at some point you just have to throw up your hands and let things be how they are going to be. I stopped advocating for him and had him try to advocate for himself. But what he did was put too much trust and faith in that new supply. He is so arrogant to think that he could get me. That new supply is out to get me. Now, if they can't get me in court for this, they're going to try to get me in court for something else. I know it's coming. Both of them are very vindictive. But guess what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to rumble. I am ready to rumble. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Anyway, I left things off by saying that if he would like to work together to come up with something that works for the both of us and then file that in court, then I'm open to that. But until then, we would have to go by the decree. I'm done playing these mental games. I'm done bending over backwards for him. He will not bully me. Don't let these narcissists bully you. Now, I have to say that you need to approach these types of people with caution. I will not be around the ex-husband at my house for exchanges. If I can help it, these exchanges are going to be taking place in a public space so that the behavior is checked. And I'll be working on myself to employ some strategies to deal with these two, because I know what's coming. They're going to try to get me. They're going to do their best to try to get me and pin me to the wall legally, but they won't. They're stupid idiots who think they know. Who think they know the law. And like I said, I can tell when the new supply is speaking for the ex-husband. She thinks she knows so much. Well, she's about to learn a whole lot about staying in her place and leaving the interpretation of a court order and the law to an actual lawyer. But see, I read everything that comes across my path, even those fine print contracts. I read those too, guys. If I'm at the doctor's office, I read every word of things that I'm signing off on. I've just always been that way. I'm a reader, I'm a writer. So yeah. But yeah, I thought I would just share that. Guys, like I've said before, there's no such thing as co-parenting with a narcissist. They are bullies. They're going to try to intimidate you. But hey, let them think that they're winning. Sometimes it's just easier to let them think that they're winning while you craft your strategy and go on and live your life. I'm crafting my strategy. I'm about to mind my P's and Q's because it's on, guys. It's on. Now, the ex-husband is someone I suspect to be pathologically narcissistic. He is abusive. He has been abusive. Physically abusive in particular. And I do think that he can be dangerous, which again is why I plan to not have him come around my house. I don't want to be in close proximity to him or the new supply, because I know how they are. But anyway, I gotta go into this Walmart and get this stuff done, so I'll see you guys later. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video. Hit subscribe to keep up with me, and hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Thank you for joining me, and hope you have a good day, good night.